Hey guys, welcome back. This is Hurtado with Yuma Realtor Professionals and My Home Yuma. So today I just wanted to go ahead and cover the buyer's broker agreement. So this is one of the biggest questions I get from buyer clients that are looking to buy a house because this is not a concept that used to be around prior to November of 2024. So basically what this contract is doing, it changes how the buyer's agent, like myself or anyone showing you a house, how they get paid. So traditionally speaking, a buyer's agent would get paid through the seller's agent. So the seller's agent would charge like 6%, and from that 6%, they would generally split it 50-50 and pay the buyer's agent. That worked for a while and that was okay. For most buyers, that was okay. But for sellers, it wasn't, people didn't like it because it kind of put all the responsibility onto the sellers. They changed it where so that legally now us buyer's agents, whenever we show you a house, before we even start showing you a house, we have to have you sign the buyer's broker agreement. And what this agreement does, you're committing to paying us whatever fee we put. Generally, it's 3%. That's the fee that we put. You're gonna pay us 3%. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean to you as a buyer? You know, obviously your closing costs are gonna be a little bit bigger because now you have to take in consideration this new commission, right? That you have to pay. But it also is it's more transparent. It's more transparent about who your agent is working for and how they're taking care of you. It's no longer dictated by the seller's agent who is now paying for them, right? So they're directly working for you and not working for there's no muddied waters, I guess, in a sense. That's the first part. The second part is, yes, even though you're paying for that now, there still is work around that. Obviously, you're committed to paying that agent if you buy a house, obviously, right? If you don't buy a house, obviously, it doesn't. You don't proceed. That commission doesn't get paid. That's how it works. It's only if you purchase a property. Now, also, if you do end up purchasing a property and you don't want you can't afford to pay these extra closing costs, what you can do is you can write it up in your offer. You can ask for the seller to pay for that. It's part of your offer. Obviously, sellers are now not paying that extra 3%, but you can still go ahead and ask them. And a lot of time, it makes your offer stronger. Especially if it's been a property, whatever, has been sitting on the market or whatnot. You want to make an offer, but like I said, you don't want to pay that, cough up that extra 3%. You can still, in a sense, have the seller pay for it, but it has to be written in contract. The biggest thing now is before 2024 of November, commission to the buyer's agent and the seller agent, it was open to the public. It was open to the public. It was public information. And now it's not. So now, there's more transparency about the seller charges whatever they want to charge to the seller, the buyer charges whatever they want to charge to the buyer, and that's how the contract, that's how it goes, right? It's just more transparent for everybody knowing who they're working for, and there's no conflict of interest in any chance. There's no chance of a conflict of interest. Pretty much that's what I wanted to go ahead and cover for you today, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Just comment below or go ahead and reach out to me to 928-248-7842, and we'll be here to answer your questions. Thank you.